friends, so I'm going to be reading one of your News2You articles. For this week, you have two News2You articles included in your packet. So you have one called Apollo 13 Anniversary, and then one called Zoo Celebrates Elephant Birthday. So right now I'm going to read Apollo 13th Anniversary, and then I'm going to show you a video that goes along with it. A couple of you had asked me last week to send you the videos to include with our News2You articles. So remember, in the classroom, we always read the article and then we watch a video to go along with it. So I'm going to make sure to show you a video to go along with these articles this week. You should be able to see my screen now. And I'm going to show you the article. So if you have it in front of you, we can follow along. I'm on the first page. The title is Apollo 13 Anniversary. April 11th is the 50th anniversary of the Apollo 13 mission. The Apollo 13 mission launched on April 11th, 1970. Three NASA astronauts flew in a spacecraft. They tried to land on the moon, but the spacecraft had a big problem. I'm on the second page. Part of the spacecraft was damaged on April 13th. The spacecraft could not land on the moon. The astronauts and NASA scientists worked together. They made a plan for the astronauts to return safely. The astronauts returned to Earth on April 17th. All right, question number 1 says, when is the 50th anniversary of the Apollo 13 mission? Is it in May, August, or April? Go ahead and circle that on your paper. Number 2, who flew in a spacecraft? Astronauts, presidents, or writers? Circle on your paper. And number 3, where were the astronauts trying to land? On the moon, the sun, or Mars? Circle on your paper. And because we're not in the classroom and I'm not able to show you a video on the screen, I'm going to show you on here. All right. See if I can make it bigger. There we go.
To fly a rocket ship, you need to be an optimist.
This is just an ad.
No astronaut.
Okay, Houston, we've had a problem here.
A barely audible uttering was an iconic phrase that became part of popular culture.
Hey, we've got a problem here.
Say again, please.
Houston, we have a problem.
The launch was routine. This was to be the third moon landing, and the mission commander, James Lovell, was on his 4th trip into space.
And it was just after about 55 hours into this mission that the explosion occurred.
Okay, now let's everybody keep cool.
An explosion in an oxygen tank destroyed the outer panels of the command module and shorted many of the intricate electronics keeping the craft in orbit. The idea of a moon landing was abandoned. The success of the mission was now to be measured by survival. The astronauts used the lunar model as a lifeboat, while dozens of scientists back at mission control worked out how to repair the systems, keep the astronauts alive, and get them back to Earth.
We gotta find a way to make this fit into the hole for this, using nothing but that. Let's get it organized.
Okay, let's build a filter.
The world was transfixed by the drama taking place in space.
Lord, your astronauts will come back safe.
For a few days, all division was forgotten as millions around the globe willed the astronauts a safe return home. And 50 years later, a new generation of astronauts, inspired by lessons learned from the Apollo 13 mission, members of NASA's Artemis program, which is designed to put a man and woman on the moon by 2024, followed by a mission to Mars.
We learn more from our failures than we ever do from our successes.
Up in space, astronauts on the International Space Station continue their work, remembering the Apollo 13 mission in a video conference and paying tribute to the scientists on Earth striving to keep them safe in the face of a pandemic.
It's changed the way that mission control operations worked. They're actually doing handover between shifts, between two different rooms to minimize the contact, but yet here they are persevering, and through their ingenuity and their professionalism, they're going to return us to Earth safely, just like their predecessors did 50 years ago.
I think Apollo 13 was a very good example of always expecting the unexpected. When I saw the parachute streaming out and then blossom, I knew by this time that unless we sunk in the Pacific Ocean, we would be successful.
A 50-year-old message that resonates in a world sheltering from pandemic. Mike Hanna, Al Jazeera, Washington.
All right, so you guys can see that in that video, there were some clips from the movie Apollo 13. They did make a movie based on the events that happened. Very scary, but you know, NASA and our government and scientists learned a lot from it. So, and we've come a long way. So I hope you guys enjoyed that article. Check back and I will have the second News to You article for you guys. All right, bye friends.